Welcome back. We're here today to continue our discussion on how you can improve your serve during this time when we're all staying in, staying safe, and protecting those we love. In our first video, we talked about some different ideas, different tips and techniques you could use to start the motion. Today, we're specifically going to talk about your shoulder and how each part of this shoulder is integral to making you have a better serve. So come along and join us today as we talk about how to stretch, stabilize, and strengthen your shoulder. All right, let's get started with stretching out those shoulders. So many of us are very rounded in our shoulders. This comes from our normal everyday life. We're driving a car, we're on the computer, we're doing things in front of us, and we continue to get more pulled in front. Add to that the fact that we do a lot of our gym work on the muscles in front, and that's going to continue to pull that. If you're going to be a great server, we're going to need to be able to have degrees of external flexation. The best servers have 30 degrees of external flexation. You can see from that I don't have it, but let's get some stretches that are going to help us. All right, let's welcome Jennifer Taylor, my wife. She's here today to help us go through some of these exercises. She is a tennis player. She's gone through a rotator cuff surgery, and she is a certified personal trainer in multiple certifications. So what we've got right now, we'll zoom out just a little bit, and you can see that we've got a broom handle. This could be anything, all right? And we've got both hands facing forward, one down. We're getting ready to stretch that left shoulder. Now this is external rotation of the shoulder. All right, so as she pushes forward with the right arm, this pulls the left arm back. Now look, we're not bending that spine. We want to keep a nice neutral spine there. And as she pushes, she's going to go. She's going to release tension after 8 or 10 seconds. Then she's going to go back to tension and release and back again. Make sure you do this for both sides. For internal rotation of the shoulder, specifically the subscapular area, we're going to take our arm across our body, right, using our other arm, putting a stretch on there, good tension. You're going to feel some stretch along the outside of the deltoid. You're going to feel stretch along the pec area. Again, though, notice a nice neutral spine. Head isn't leaning forward. Very important. All right, the stabilization exercise we're going to have you do is called wall rolls. You notice we've got a basketball here. You could use a volleyball. You could use one of your kids' play balls. Anything that gives you a little bit of weight. I wouldn't go above about 2 pounds right here. You notice that the scapula is drawn back and in. And Jennifer is making circles, both forward circles and reverse circles. Nice neutral spine as she moves through each one. She can also go side to side, up and down, allowing for a full range of motion. Let's look at a couple easy shoulder strengthening exercises we can do at home. Now Jennifer's got a small weight here, a 2-pounder, but you could use anything that you've got at home, whether that be a can of soup or just a bag of sand, anything that you have to give yourself just a little bit of resistance. This first one we're going to call pour out the soda. She's going to start with her hand down, raising her arm up, and as she goes, she's going to turn her arm just like she's pouring out a can of soda. Again. And she can move this in multiple planes. She could come forward and forward even more. With each one, you can see how we're strengthening that shoulder. This next exercise is called draw the sword. She's going to start with her hand down, facing down by her opposite thigh, and then bring her arm up in a Y-V motion. Many of you know this as a scapular raise. Just trying to keep a neutral spine and back as she goes through. And you notice her thumb is up at the top of the motion. This last one is actually one of my favorite. I love to do this anytime I'm at the gym when I'm getting ready to start. This is called the halo. So in this case, we've got a small dumbbell, a 6-pounder. You could use anything that you've got at home. Any plate weight would also work. We start up with it by the side of our head. And now, as she circles around, the shoulders rotate, back, forward, up, and down. She reverses the motion. This will get that strength up for everyone. Thanks for joining us today. Hopefully you learned some great new techniques on how to stabilize, strengthen, and stretch those shoulders. Remember, if you have any problems, if you have any pain in the shoulder doing any of these exercises, stop immediately. Make sure that you contact your physician or your physical therapist before going any further. Join us next time, and we'll put all of these tips, techniques, and shoulder movements into the actual serve. Until then, we look forward to seeing you on court very soon.